Hello, my name's Ian, and I've just come on to say a little piece about what's going on at the minute in this world. Talk about 2023. We're in July 2023. And basically, I'm not happy. I'm not blind. Sorry. I've got eyes. I've got eyes that are awake, wide awake, eyes that are seeing what's going on in today's world. We're all being controlled, manipulated by not our government, by a higher power. There's some say the cabal, Illuminati. It's just ridiculous that this possibly 1% of the population, millionaires, billionaires, whatever you want to call them. I don't call them elites at all. They're not elite to me. No. We're the elite. The other 99%. We are elite because we are real people. We're common sense, critical thinking people. We don't need those above our so-called government to dictate what we do, when we do it, why we do it, i.e. we're trying to get in the CBDC, central bank digital currency, get rid of cash, so we're not independent anymore, we're not sovereign citizens. No, we don't want that. Of course we don't. And I think we are rising now. There's a new website which I've joined recently called the Rising, New Rising I think it is. Obviously I'll look at other platforms with people who think like me. I've never done anything like this before, but I thought I would do one tonight, a little video. I don't know if I'll do any more after this. Maybe if I get a few likes, possibly. Depends what platform I put it on, I suppose. If it's on YouTube, I'll probably get pulled straight away. Probably get, dug into a hole somewhere, like a lot of YouTubers do nowadays. If they mention certain things, like the old you know what I'm saying. I'm not allowed to mention that. This country isn't a democracy. It hasn't got free speech, because for me to say to do that gesture, you know what I mean, what I should be able to say what I mean, shouldn't I? Do you agree? Write in the comments below if you do. But to be honest, I'm so disillusioned with everything in the world at the minute, and for the last 3 years. I'm not taking any of the no, none of them. I sussed out straight away within a few months, and declaring there was a pandemic, everyone's going to die here. Yeah, I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe that after only about 7 or 8 months of this thing being announced to us in 2020, early 2020, I didn't believe that by the end of that year they had discovered a magical cure for it, and they wanted to everybody in the country, in the world, with that therapy. No, it wasn't for me. I didn't go along with it at all. I was contacted by the NHS to say I was in a vulnerable category, and you can go for your but of course I was wise to it. I said I didn't want it. I didn't go for it. Never any of them, because I knew it was all about a bigger agenda, that someone higher above our own government, i.e. our government puppets, dancing to the tune, and a lot of doctors, nurses who were on the front line were given a big brown envelope with lots of wonga in it to make them lie, basically, and give us a load of BS that these were totally safe and effective, which we all know now. I'm sure, I hope a lot of people know now. It's just a load of BS and lies. Of course, I still go out to the supermarket or shopping and still see people with the old sheep mask on. No, it's not for me. I never did that. Only when I was forced to, when I saw my mum in the hospital and she was dying, basically. I had to put one on to go see her last year, 2022. Excuse me. But everything that comes on the TV now, if I watch it, which I very rarely do, is taken with a pinch of salt for me. I don't believe hardly anything of what comes out of that black screen now, black mirror, if you like. All I use it for is to watch movies, and that's about it. And even the movies are designed to push out propaganda to us. I did watch today the film that everybody's talking about at the minute, or in the alternative media they're talking about it, and that's the Sound of F. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the whole title, and I had to watch that. I know it came out in the United States of America on the 4th of July, and a lot of screenings apparently were blocked, and I had to watch it on an alternative platform here in the UK. It was a watchable picture, but obviously it was a bootleg, if you like. But I watched the film and I was very moved by it. It was shocking. I mean, obviously I know this sort of thing goes on, and I've known it for years. But to see it played out in front of your eyes, it's just so shocking, and it brought tears to my eyes. I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, and my granddaughter is 5 years old, and I'm so terrified of anything happening to her. I was when my daughter was that age, for about a long time now, but my granddaughter's 5, and I was like putting in my mind, what if that was my granddaughter? I just don't know what I'd do to somebody snatch her and do what they did in that film to her. It's just beyond comprehension, what these evil people are capable of doing. And I know it's going on now as we speak, as I speak, all over the world, not just in the States. I think it said there was 80,000 children a year go missing, and obviously there's a similar problem here in the UK. Thousands of children a year go missing. Where do they go? Well, to me, in my mind, it's obvious where they go. They're sold into sex slavery. And who is buying these sex slave children? Well, it's obviously rich, millionaires, billionaires, the people up there, higher than us, who think they rule the world. They want to rule the world, but they won't. They'll never rule the world. We will win, and it's a battle between good and evil, and they're never going to win this war. Evil will lose. God will save us. Jesus will save us. I've never been a really religious person, but in the last 6 months, maybe a year, I did buy a Bible. I've got it by the side of my bed. I rarely read it, I'll be honest. I don't read it very often, read passages from it, but I would like to read it more. And I just wish, I send a prayer out to all the children in the world who are not in loving families at the minute. They've been snatched, taken. I've seen videos on independent platforms of children who've been snatched off the street, and in a split second the parents have no chance. And I put myself in their shoes and think, how would I feel if it was my daughter or granddaughter that had been snatched like that? I wouldn't be able to rest. And like excuse me, like the guy Tim Ballard on this video that I've watched today, I believe it's a true story, or some of it's true. Tim Ballard's a true person, real person. I don't know how he got this little girl out of Colombia is really true, because that is some feat for a human on his own to do, you know. Anyway, watch the film if you can. If you've got the facility to watch it in the UK or wherever in the world you are, please watch the film. It's a fantastic film, and totally recommend it. I think everybody who's a parent or a grandparent like me should watch the film, because it brings home to you what really happens to these kids when they're snatched, and it's horrific, absolutely appalling, and it did bring tears to my eyes in places in the film. Anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video on that, just to really say, please watch that film if you can get hold of it. I've got what should I say, without giving too much away, I've got a way and means of watching things like that, and I'm sure if you have too, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, as I say, I just wanted to put the world to rights really for a few minutes, and I hope you enjoyed listening to me. If you haven't, I'm sorry. If you have, then I'll try and make another video at some point. So I wish all of you the best in life. Take care, best wishes to you all, and never give up the fight, because it's going to be a real nasty fight between good and evil, but good will always win over evil, and the people that are evil in this world will definitely be going down. fiery depths.